Hello, good morning students, and welcome back once again to another video for the class 10 Human Eye and Colorful World. So in the previous video we studied about the working of human eye, we saw the different parts of the human eye, and we also saw one of the defect, that is the cataract. When the eye lens which is transparent, it becomes milky. We also saw about capacity or the capability of our human eye lens to change its shape, either make it thin or thick in such a way so that it can focus the light on the retina. Why do we need so? Because when we are looking far away objects, we know that the rays of light which are coming towards our lens are parallel. And these parallel rays of light do not require much convergence. So at that moment, the eye lens becomes thin and then the light is focused on the retina. Okay, but if you are looking at a very nearby object, let's say that the light coming from the source is from a nearby object. Let's say that the nearby object is somewhere over here like this. So the rays of light coming will be like this. As soon as they enter the cornea, the medium changes. So cornea also does the little bit of converging of the light. As soon as it hits the cornea, it converges the light and makes it fall on the eye lens. Now at this point, the eye lens is quite thin. So when the rays of light are converged, they will be converging like this. Okay? And therefore, the focus point is, if we see virtually, it is somewhere behind the retina, like here. Now this focus point for the convex lens should be on the retina. Then and then only the image will be clear. Then and then only the image will be clear. So the focus point should be on the retina. So our human eye lens has the ability to change its power. We studied power in the previous chapter. Okay, so if the power is more, that means the convergence or the divergence is more. If the power is less, then the convergence and the divergence is also less. They will diverge and they will converge, but the focal length will be more. If the power is more, then the focal length will be less, because the convergence happens very quickly. So in this case, the power length has to be increased, and therefore our human eye lens is why made of jelly-like substance, so that when required, its power can be changed. So now, with the help of ciliary muscles, the lens becomes thick. Okay, thicker than before, and therefore its power increases, and now the rays of light will converge properly on the retina, and you will see the object clearly. This capability of the eye lens is called power of accommodation. Power of accommodation. Power of accommodation. Why power of accommodation? Because it can accommodate or it can change its power according to the object that we are seeing or observing. So this is a very helpful ability in our eye lens, which enables us to see the far away objects and nearby objects clearly with sharpness. Okay. Now sometimes due to some defects, this ability is compromised. What happens is, sometimes our eye lens is not able to change its shape, or due to some diseases, the eyeball becomes small or large. Okay? At that time, we are not able to see the object clearly, and for that, people like us, we use spectacles or glasses that helps us in doing this. Now the defect develops. Remember, it is a defect, it is not a disease in our eyes. The defect happens, the power of accommodation does not happen. That means our eye lens loses its ability to change the shape. Sometimes the lens does not change the shape as required. It can only slightly move a little bit, so which is not good enough, and therefore we require suitable spectacles. You might have observed that the young people have the spectacles that they are unable to see far away objects, and that is why we use spectacles. And sometimes you might have seen that old age people, they have trouble reading the newspaper, so they have a problem reading the nearby objects. So in both the cases, the defects are different. Okay. The first defect in which you are unable to see far away object, you are unable to see far away object and you are only able to see nearby objects is called myopia. It's called myopia or nearsightedness. It's called nearsightedness. That means a person is only able to see nearby objects, and when a person is only able to read nearby objects or see nearby objects, then he is having the problem of myopia. But if a person is having trouble reading the newspaper or having trouble observing the nearby objects, and he is able to see the far away objects clearly, then his defect is known as hypermetropia. Hypermetropia or farsightedness. In myopia, person is only able to see nearby objects and therefore it is known as nearsightedness. In hypermetropia, person is only able to see far away objects, so it is known as farsightedness. So if a person is only observing nearsightedness, that means he or she is having a problem observing far away objects, and if a person is having hypermetropia, which means he can or she can see the far away objects clearly but is having trouble reading the nearby objects or observing nearby objects. I hope it is clear to you, students. No need to panic about this confusion because this defects of the human eye has been omitted from the syllabus. You can check it on the CBSE website as well. For this year, this particular topic has been removed. However, we will still study the topics because only a few simple topics are remaining, and after that our whole syllabus will be done. And the final chapter, if the time is enough, we will continue with the last chapter, that is the sources of energy as well. But for now, we will only focus on the myopia and hypermetropia. Okay? These defects happen when the eye lens is having problems. Okay? Now, if the eye lens is thick and it is unable to become thin, that means its power is small. And when its power is small, which means that it can see nearby objects, but it cannot see far away objects because the lens cannot become thin. And what happens is, when the far away parallel rays of light are approaching the lens, at that time the focus point is very close to the eye lens and not on the retina, so it is before the retina. And that is why once again the rays of light, they are spread out on the retina and therefore the image is not clear, it is blurry. Okay? Those who are having spectacles, they know that if they remove the spectacles, they will see the far away objects are foggy and blurry, they are not able to see. Okay? So this is the reason, the focus point is not on the retina. Similarly, if the the person is having hypermetropia, that is he or she is able to observe far away objects, then what happens is, he or she cannot observe the nearby object, which means what will happen is, the eye lens has become thin. Instead of thick, now eye lens has become thin and it cannot become thick again. So the eye lens is now quite thin. Okay? So if there is a nearby object and it cannot change its focal length, the power cannot be changed because the power of accommodation is no longer working in our human eye. Therefore, this thin eye lens will not have a great convergence and the focus point is behind the retina, just like I explained in the previous case. And once again you can see that the focus point is not on the retina and so the image will be foggy and blurry. Okay? And that is why this type of disease is called farsightedness, because the person observing a far away object will be able to see it clearly, but the nearby objects will be in trouble and therefore they have trouble reading newspaper or magazines or doing certain work. Okay? I hope it is clear to you, students. The correction for this eye lens, we'll talk about that in the next video. Till then, have a nice day.